Hello, my name is Yorick. Welcome to the Rob Rivers Horror Show, where everything horror gets a stab at. Will he survive or become one of the dead? Let's find out what he's looking at today, shall we?
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Rob Rivers Horror Show today. In this segment, let's take a look at the film Big Bad Wolves. All right. This one is actually kind of interesting to a point. A little girl goes missing. All right. The local cops think that they have a guilty man, and they try to beat the confession out of him. I mean, guys in there, boom, boom. Little did they know that there was a kid hiding over on the side, taping the whole thing on his phone. I always say taping, it's like an old 80s, 90s thing, but, it's just videoing. And posts it, and they post it on the internet, and of course the main cop is fired. An anonymous caller informs the police where the little girl's body is, and when they arrive, they find her beheaded. The fired cop stalks the suspect until he and the suspect are kidnapped and taken to a basement out in the middle of nowhere. All right, now this is the same guy that the cop was beating the heck out of at the beginning of the film. All right, the suspect is secured to the chair. The cop is free to walk around the place or take pleasure in the torture of getting the confession out of this man. Our captor is the little girl's father, and he wants to know where her head is. Our suspect claims he didn't do it. He knows nothing about it. Now here's the question. Is he right, or is he lying his ass off? You'll have to watch the film to find that out. All right, what works in a film? Well, let me say, this is a film from Israel. All right, I have never seen an Israeli film before, so this was really unique for me to see this. The characters are very convincing along with the story. You can actually see this happening, and you believe these people. Now, there is some sense of humor in the film, and you're going to have to judge it whether you like it or not. It really doesn't have much action. During the whole film, you are asking yourself, did this guy do it, or didn't he? That's the main question. Now, what doesn't work in the film is the pace. All right, it moves a little slow from the middle toward the end, and there are some events in the film that I found questionable. All right, due to the culture out there, all right, in surrounding countries between the Israelis, the Arabs, and the Jews that I don't understand. There's a scene in there where the cop runs away from the cabin, and he runs down the hill, and then there's this guy sitting on a horse, and I guess he's Arabian, and kind of walks up there, and the cop looks at him, "You're not gonna kill me, are you?" And the Arabian kind of looks at him and says, "Why do you think we're all violent?" And kind of the cop says, "Oh." I just, like I said, I'm not into news or national news and everything, so I couldn't even tell you what's going on over there. So the news is too depressing. That's why I don't watch horror films, But there are some kind of little skits like that go on throughout the film, and so you're kind of, if you know what's going on over there, you'll get it. If you don't, just bypass it. Overall, the film is enjoyable, and you might get some kicks out of it. As for the revenge film, it does fit the style and format. We do get some bloody scenes and some downright cringes throughout the torture. What is really odd about this film is the translation. It is really smooth. I go, if you watch Korean or Japanese horror films and stuff, sometimes the translation comes up and you're like, what? The sentence doesn't make sense. Not here. The sentences were really nice and smooth. You really got the idea across. I didn't find myself asking, what are they talking about or whatever. If you like these type of revenge films, this could be right up your alley. Please check out Big Bad Wolves. My grade for this one is a C+. It was worth it.
The dead feast on human flesh and stop nothing for it. The living, confined to dark corners of the world, must do what it takes to survive. Dying is the only thing left to do at the end of the world. Check out Bled White at bloodwhitemovie.com.